TP 250. Sorry, and then we've got the advanced, which is from the TP 500 to the TP 3000, and then we've got the expert, which is the TP 5000 to the TP 10,000. Now, at each level, you will get different levels of education, regardless of whether you buy the 10,000 package, the TP 10,000 package. You still are recommended that you watch, obviously, everything from the introduction all the way up to your level of education. The reason we say that is because we give you a fantastic introductory course to tell you, what Forex is, what candlesticks are, what trends are, what brokers are, how you can pick a good broker, etc., etc. And then we move into the more advanced stuff, which covers the trading strategies that we look at, which are institutional smart money concepts. So Validus is currently wholly smart money concepts. And what that means, for those of you who have never heard of smart money concepts before, it essentially means that we are looking for the footprint that is left behind by the big institutions that essentially move the market, and we look to enter as they are entering, or when it comes back, possibly to mitigate one of their positions. And I'll explain what mitigation is as we go on through the course. And we move on to the expert level, which by that time you would have covered all the strategies that we use. So smart money concepts is not one specific strategy. There's many, many different elements to smart money concepts. And obviously we go through them all within the advanced stage. But when you get to the expert stage, you learn to manage your risk. You learn to manage your trades properly. You learn about mindset and how mindset can affect a trader. Mindset is absolutely huge for trading, and anyone here who is a trader or who has attempted trading before, successfully or unsuccessfully, will know that a lot of the battle is with your mind, is with your own self. You've got nobody to talk to. You're sitting there in front of a computer or your phone, ideally a computer, I would suggest, looking at the charts, and you're essentially talking to yourself, and you're weighing up the pros and cons of entering a trade yourself. So mindset is extremely important. And the TP 10,000, which is our most complete package, and will get any future developments, which we're already starting to work on, will involve trade ideas. So not signals, and we make this clear, we are not a signal provider, and there's one specific reason for that. Signals do not teach you anything. All signals do is enable you to sometimes get money, but most of the time probably not, because you may have entered a little bit too late by the time you've seen your phone, etc. And it doesn't teach you anything. If I or Validus or an education company was to stop providing signals for whatever reason, then you're back at square one. So it's very important that, we give you, the equipment to fish instead of giving you a fish. Also, you get access to an online mentorship where you can talk with me via our Discord, and you get something amazing, which is our funding assistance program, which essentially is us helping you through gaining a funded account. Now, what a funded account is it's an account that the money does not necessarily belong to you. It belongs to a prop firm, so a company that deal with funded traders, and it allows you to trade capital that you would not necessarily have access to. So you could get $100,000 worth of a trading account by passing a test. And that is life-changing money there, because if you make, 5% on a trade, that's $5,000, 5,000 pounds, whatever it may be, in one trade. So it can be very life-changing. Now, also, just before we move on to what we're going to cover today, the TP 10,000 and up get access to Zoom calls, and you get one Zoom call on the TP 1000, which is separate to this Zoom call, which is our weekly call, which we cover a specific topic each week to do with institutional methods. On the TP 3000, you get access to the weekly call plus a session open call, which is the London open call, which is where we look at the charts during London Open, which is an early, quite early for a lot of you. However, it's when the market is opening in the UK, and it gives you some nice quick moves. And this is what I'm going to show you today, a nice example of a trade I took today. And then when you get to the TP 5000, you get access to a weekly trade recap call, which is going to be held on a Saturday. And this is where we look at all the trades that we've done in the week. We analyze them, we see what went right, we see what went wrong, and we look to the future to see what we can do next week, and we try and forecast the charts and forecast what's going to happen. Now, we have got a really, really massive, huge announcement, actually, for the education. We've been working extremely hard behind the scenes, myself, the IT team. We've got our French-speaking educator, Murad, who has been working very hard to develop some videos for the French market as well. Again, following the same principles, okay? So it's the same level of education, just in a different language. We've been working very hard, and the IT department have said to us that they will have the new videos and the Discord live sometime next week. Okay, they haven't put an exact date on it, so you'll get updated through your teams, but sometime next week the new videos and the Discord will go live. Okay, and this is where you can really start benefiting from the new education that we've got. Now, to add to that, the second great news is that the Zooms that I will be holding for the English speaking markets will be taking place. Again, they will be integrated into our back office education portal, but they will be a week after the new videos and the Discord goes live. Okay, so hopefully that may have answered some questions regarding the new videos that you may have. But yeah, we've been working very hard in the background, and we don't want to launch until the technical IT side of things are correct. And like I said, the IT department have said sometime next week, the Discord and the new videos will go live. Now, for those of you who do not speak English or French, don't worry, we've not forgotten about you. The English videos will be subtitled in all our key languages. So you will have access and you'll be able to read the subtitles. As we grow as a company and in the markets that you're in, we will, of course, make things more accessible for people that are, not English speaking and not French speaking. But for now, you'll get subtitles, which obviously will allow you to understand what we're trying to do here. So if there is any questions on this, I'll have a look. I'll check the chat at the end and I'll answer a few questions. I won't be able to answer all of them because, you can imagine there's nearly 400 people on here and growing. So let me actually let some more people in, actually. They'll be waiting there in the code. I'll let them in. Lovely. So let's move on to a trade that I took actually this morning. So this is a live trade from this morning. Let me get rid of this replay. We don't need replay mode. And reset the chart. Lovely. So this is a trade that I took this morning. I'm going to talk you through it very quickly. Now, obviously, as the new videos come online and as the new Discord comes online and the new Zooms that are coming in the next 2 weeks, you will be able to learn this in a lot of detail. For today, obviously, I don't want to spend a huge amount of time, take your precious time away. So I will go over this quite quickly. But what we can see here is that this is pound versus dollar. So to be honest with you, 99% or 95% of the time, I trade pound versus dollar. So GBP USD or GU as it's known for short. I trade that and some people might trade EU, some people might trade, which is euro, dollar. Some people might trade gold versus dollar. There's different pairs, and you'll tend to find your personality will fit better with one particular trading pair. And I do suggest that you try and specialize in a trading pair. So whether it's 1 or 2 or 3 maximum, you can specialize in it because each pair has different has different characteristics and they act in different ways. So what we can see here, we're on the 1 hour time frame here. We can see that pound dollar is quite heavily bearish. Bearish means it's moving down. Yeah, you can see there's lows being made, but not really any new highs, new lows, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, lower low, etc., etc. So we're going downwards essentially. Yeah, we're on a downward trend. Now, that's not to say that you can't do some short-term buys. You can most definitely do that, but that's more for slightly more advanced traders. If you're a beginner, you want to always go with the trend. Okay. Let me just quickly check the chat, see if there's anything in here that I should be. I don't have, so Vietnamese, if the person in the Vietnamese translator can message on WhatsApp, we can see if we can add them, okay? We had the WhatsApp set up, so message in the WhatsApp because there's too many chats going on here. Message in the WhatsApp and then we can get you added, okay? So we know who you are. Okay, so let me zoom in here. So as you can see, we're on a downtrend. And the trade I took today was a small sell out of Asia. So when the UK market opened, so we can see we're trending down. I'm going to go into the 15-minute here, and we're going to do some quick analysis so that we can see. Okay, let me just zoom in here. So what can we see here? Now, Smart Money Concepts is essentially looking for liquidity. What liquidity is money. So people buy from certain positions, people sell from certain positions. And when these people buy and sell, then I'm going to just make, actually, no, it's fine, sorry. When people buy or sell, they have their orders at certain positions. So if you can imagine here, from this point here, there's clearly been a lot of sales because price keeps coming up to this area and coming down. Yeah, ignore the fact, don't ignore the fact, but obviously it spiked up a few times. But generally within this area, people are selling. Yeah, and that's why price is moving downwards. So because of that, price is moving downwards. So what happens as we exit Asia? So if you see here, this is in UK time. So this is now 6:37 a.m. UK time. And as we're exiting Asia, price...
Vietnamese, please.
Sorry, just muted anyone so that who's speaking. Sorry, just so we can continue.
Por favor, traductor, Spanish.
Sorry, so I'm just, anyone who's unmuted, please mute yourselves just so we can carry on. Anybody who is a translator who didn't contact us, please contact in the WhatsApp group so that we can add you, okay? Thank you very much.
Nick.
Yep.
Right, so there's an Alice who is the Vietnamese translator. So if you just type in a name at the top on the search, Alice, she'll come up, and then you can admit her as a translator.
Cool, no worries. 1 second, let me do that very quickly, guys. Bear with me 1 second. So, one second, guys. We'll very quickly do that. Alice, yeah?
Yeah, I'm here.
It's just searching for you, Alice. 1 second. Vietnam, Alice. And we'll add you to Vietnamese. Update. You're now added as a translator, Alice, so you can translate. I'm just going to reshare the screen. Again, sorry, regarding the translations, we'll ensure that the translators are emailing us in advance so we can get them set up. Right, okay, so we'll carry on. So what you can see here is that price has, just as it started to leave Asia and turning to London. So the early birds in London, they start to turn on at about 7 a.m. In the morning, 7:30, 7 a.m. Before London opens at 9 a.m. So if you can see here, at 8 a.m. The green line here is when London opens, and the purple is Asia. So what you can see, as Asia closes off, it spikes up into this area here and takes this liquidity. Now, obviously, these charts are live, so they're moving. There was a huge news event, which I'll explain shortly. And what it done is it tapped. I'll actually just show, I'll reshare my drawings, actually. What it done is it tapped into this area here. So this is at the 15-minute time frame. Okay, oh, sorry, not that one. That one there. Right there. So it tapped into this 15-minute last up candle. Okay. So this is a last up candle. It tapped into it, and in fact, it went into roughly 50% of it. Okay, and 50% is quite a sweet number, and it's a number that the candles tend to react off of. So at this time, it went into this. Sorry, anyone who's on mute, unmute. Sorry, mute yourself if you've just joined. It went into the last up on the 15-minute. Now what we do is we are waking up now. We're looking at the chart. We're marking up our chart. It's coming to an area here. It's coming to an area where we are looking for a reaction. Okay. So if we go here, and we'll just zoom in a little bit. We've gone down to the 1 minute now. So we can see here that price has come into our 15-minute area point of interest, and it's reacted quite steeply. It wicked into it, and it came straight back down within that minute, and then continued on its journey down. What we find then, as London starts to come, it rallied up slightly, however, did not go above this high. Okay. Now, although it broke the close, it did not go above this high. So this high currently is a strong high. It's not gone above this, and this is the high that took out the liquidity that was riding here from people selling here. Okay, so liquidity is very important. Now what you see happen is price come back up to the area, go down, come up, not break this high, go back down, etc., etc. So it's breaking lower now. So here there's something called a change of character. Okay, now all a change of character is, it sounds posh, but all it is to show you that price has now possibly, not confirmed, possibly starting to turn around and come down. Now I got into a very short trade, essentially targeting these last up candles here, the new last up candle that price is reacting from. And this is the stuff that you learn throughout the course, okay? So targeting this last up candle, because I can see that price has come up to it, gone down, changed the character, so it looks like it's moving down now, and then breaks this low here, which is the last down candle before it pushes up again, breaks this low, which was the low to beat, okay? It broke this low. Now, I'm fairly confident that this is meeting my criteria. It's price has reacted from a higher time frame, 15-minute last up candle or order block. It's come down. It's not been able to go above it. It's then not been able to go above this new high. It's come down. It's broken below the low. It's gone up. It's broken below a more major low. And then it's come back up. Now, I entered on the 50% of this last up, which was about here, stop loss above the high, and you ride it down. Now, your first point of profit would be these lows, because here, this is obviously the low that sponsored the price up, that pushed the price up. So this is the last low. So under here, people have obviously bought from here, okay? For the price to move up, people must buy. So if this is the last low that pushed price up and broke through this area here, took out the previous Asia highs and took out any liquidity that's developed overnight and late into London. In fact, for the last couple of days, this is a low that there'll be a lot of liquidity lining. So there'll be a lot of buys here. People have been buying from here. So the first point of call will be to take profit here. This on its own is a 33 pip move. You could have had a 3.9 pip stop loss, which is a 1 to 8.67. So if you risk 1%, you would gain just over 8%. Now, you could also have a look at where price was going to turn around. And I'm going to come to an end shortly, everybody. Like I said, we keep it short and sweet, so you can get an idea of exactly what we teach in the courses. So right here, if we've reacted off of a 15-minute last up candle, then surely we can look possibly at reacting off of a 15-minute last down candle. And you've got two. You've got this one, and you've got this one, which is very close behind it. Okay. Now, some people would have traded from here and possibly, most likely, would have got taken out of their position. And that's fine. You know, you won this one. You're probably riding this down. I rode this down to here because after this point, you don't know if price will push up or if it will continue down. And luckily for me, it did continue down a bit, but then pushed up and would have taken the other position, the rest of the position out at break even. So I took 80% off the table here, let 20% ride, but I closed the 20% here because I could see, as you see, price is reacting, so it can push up. So you may have tried to enter here on a buy, and most likely, if I'm honest with you, if you had it below the low just here, you would have got taken out, but it's a small stop loss, still only 8.3 pips. Some people may have entered and had it all the way down here, but an 18 pip stop loss for smart money concepts is quite large. We look for slightly more precise entries. So you might have got taken out because the rule is you set it maybe a couple of pips below the low of the candle that you're looking to enter. So perhaps you would have lost this one. However, if you then continued with your the strategy, this low here, which is the 15-minute last down candle, and we look to enter off of 50%, if we entered off of 50%, low below the low, stop loss below the low, and again, we would have been targeting most likely, I'd have to go down the lower time frame, but at least where we entered from before. Yeah, where we entered from before, roughly somewhere about here. Like I said, on the lower time frame, I'd get my exit. And you can see here, price reacted roughly off of the 50%. It only went down 1.5 pips. So nearly a sniper entry, reacted off of that and shot back up. Now, this was a massive news event in the US. Inflation actually reduced compared to the last report. Hence, the market reacted favorably for the dollar. And you see huge manipulation, price went down, and most likely it's going to continue on its way up or sort of come back to here before heading down again. So this one big candle would have taken any buyers out of the market if they were greedy and they didn't take profit at sensible places. So as you can see, it's not just where you enter, it's where you take profit. If I was greedy and I was looking to take profit here at the low of Asia, this is the low point of Asia, unfortunately, I would have walked away with nothing because price came near to it, shot back up, took me out at break even, and then came back down to break. So you can see, if you're greedy, you lose. If your entries are wrong, you also lose. So you need to master your entries, but equally and more important, in fact, is you need to master your exits. I'll just quickly check if there's any chats, and then I'll hand it over to the main man himself, Ish, to see to finish off the call. Let me just have a look. Is there anything? Yeah, that's a huge candle, James. 100%. Massive manipulation in the news there. Thank you, Ian. Yep, this is the type of strategy that we will be looking at. It is high risk to reward, so you might get 2 or 3 trades wrong, everybody, and that's not a problem. That's fine. As long as you're managing your risk correctly, then you can get a trade. You know, you might get 2 trades wrong in the day, you lose 2%. You get the third one right, And if you close your position here, obviously you could have held it slightly longer, but this would have been the logical area. You would have done a 10%. So you've lost 2%, but you've gained 8%. And that's the power of managing your risk and smart money concepts. Let me just see if there's one more question, one more comment. No, fantastic. So like I said, everybody, sometime next week, we will have the new education videos pop up on your back office. So you can only access it from the Validus back office. It's going to be integrated into there. The Discord will be accessed through the Validus back office as well, sometime next week. And then sometime the following week, the Zooms for the UK and English speaking markets will also go live through the back office. So we're secure and you get what you paid for. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm going to hand back to Ish to carry on.
Thank you very much, Nick. Much appreciated. Okay, ladies and gents, first and most importantly, I hope you guys are all well. Nick, are you staying on the call, buddy?
I will stay on the call, yeah.
We have a lot of people still jumping on the call. We're at like 300.
Yeah, I'll look after that, don't worry.
All right, fantastic. All right, guys, so let me quickly introduce myself. So my name is Ishak Hassan, or Ish for short. I'm currently 32. Born and raised in London. My background has been heavily fixated within the property sector. Past 7 months, I have been living in Dubai. I wanted to get closer to Validus. I wanted to make sure, everything was running absolutely fine from the headquarters here in Dubai. And that's exactly what I did. So I decided to come down back in December. And here I am still in July in Dubai, making sure, we have a fantastic company, which we do. So my job today is to purely run through a very quick presentation, as well as to make a few announcements on a few new ranking rewards for you guys. So we're in for a treat. So without further ado, let me share my screen. Before I do that, I just want to quickly load up. I want to quickly load up a few things. So give me 1 second. For anyone that's actually new to this call, I'm going to make it nice and easy for you guys, so you know exactly what Validus is, what they do. And I'm also going to show you guys what's happened for me since I got started, so you guys can see some rewards each and every single week as well. So let me go straight in with the slides. Like I said, I won't be going through, as a few things have changed. Okay, so ladies and gents, Validus is the company name for anyone that doesn't know. Our disclaimer is very straightforward. We're not an investment company. We're not here to give you any financial advice. We're not here to tell you whether to buy, to sell, or even to hold any cryptocurrency. We were established in August 2021. Our office is the building to the right-hand side of the Burj Khalifa in front of you. That is where our headquarters lie, on the 25th floor. We are located downtown Dubai, and combined, we have over 50 years experience within the industry of foreign exchange and network marketing. We have a lovely gentleman by the name of Dr. Parviz. He's our Chief Network Officer. He has 20+ years of business acumen. He is a consultant within the crypto space. And he has overseen a network of over 3.5 million globally in sales volume over the years of network marketing. Okay. Our CEO is a gentleman by the name of Howard Friend. He is literally your friend, ladies and gents. He has 30+ years experience as a chartered market technician. He's created multiple market strategists through the trading algorithms within Forex. He's based in Switzerland, and he's a very, very good CEO. I'm sure you guys will have the honor of meeting him very, very soon. And then we also have Mansour Tuafi, who's the VP of sales. Now, Mansour, his background is network marketing. He is a brain when it comes to network marketing. What I mean by that is one of the individuals that, been able to bring in over $100 million worth of sales volume to his previous businesses. He is somebody that was one of the highest earning in network marketing over the years as well. So somebody to, somebody we're very lucky to have actually as our VP of sales. Now, what is Validus? Well, ladies and gents, in a nutshell, Validus is a trading academy. They teach you how to trade. You have different packages, which will give you different packages of education. You've got from $50 all the way up to $10,000. Now, at the same time, ladies and gents, whatever package you decide to get started with, you will earn 2 to 3% each and every single week as a loyalty reward, whether you like it or not. So whether you want to go down the road of learning how to trade, or whether you don't want to go down the road on learning how to trade, it doesn't really matter. Either way, you will earn 2 to 3% each and every single week based upon the amount that you get started with on the packages. Like I said, you can get started for as little as $50. You will get level 1 worth of education, and you will earn 2 to 3% based on $50 over the next 60 weeks as a loyalty reward. You can also get started with $10,000, for example. You will unlock the full education package for you to learn how to trade. And at the same time, ladies and gents, you will earn 2 to 3% each and every single week for 60 weeks. And just to give you an idea of what you can do with that money is if you decide to leave it in there and compound, you can end up making up to $35,000 based on a $10,000 package. This works with any amount. So for example, if you got started with say $50, after 29 weeks, you would have made $50. By week 45, you would have doubled that, which is $100. And then by week 60, you would have made up to 350% on that amount. Once again, this is a pure example as if you leave your money to compound. If you want to, you can withdraw your funds each and every single week. So if that's something that you want to do, every Monday we get paid. You can withdraw 2 to 3% as and when it comes in, and you will make over 60 weeks around 150% on the package that you got started with. Now, we do have multiple income streams if you want to go down the road of network marketing. So first things first, nice and easy. The direct bonus is 10% if you refer anybody to Validus. Whatever package they decide to get started with, you will earn 10% of that amount immediately, okay? Very straightforward. Now we have something called the network bonus. The network bonus is a very straightforward system. You make 10% on the balance or the new billing volume that comes in your weaker leg. You have a left leg and you have a right leg. When you get started with Validus, it's called a binary system. It allows you to earn from any new business volume, 10% from the weaker leg each and every single week. This is capped at $35,000 a week. That is the maximum you can make from a network bonus. Team renewal, very straightforward. Validus gives you the opportunity to make either 350% by doing absolutely nothing over 60 weeks, or 500% or 5 times the amount that you got started with purely from commissions. As soon as you've done so, you would then obviously need to purchase a package again for you to continue to earn. And at the same time, ladies and gents, you would have made 5 times what you actually initially started with. Okay, so the matrix. So the matrix is very straightforward. The way that the matrix works is you need to have a $5,000 package yourself. You need to then directly sponsor $15,000 worth of business. Now, look, it's very simple, ladies and gents. You can either sign up 15 people, refer 15 people to Validus and get them all started with $1,000. Or you can refer 2 people. One of them puts in $5,000. One of them puts in $10,000. Both ways is the same. You are directly sponsored $15,000 worth of volume. Once you have done that, you enter the matrix immediately, automatically. As soon as you've done so, as time goes on, the matrix will continue to fill up row by row from left to right. The matrix is a 3x12 plan. And the way that it works is everybody else that hits the matrix from, you will earn $1 from each member under you in the company matrix. So imagine somebody in another country that you do not know gets themselves involved in the matrix after you did, and they fall below you within the matrix. You'll now earn $1 a day from that person every single day. Now, ladies and gents, matrix is something that you need to be thinking long-term, but obviously the earning potential with the matrix is very, very fruitful. You can be making up to $787,000 a day as the company continues to grow. Now, we have something called the passive 30. The way that the passive 30 works, ladies and gents, is very straightforward. Any commission that you earn from the company gets split into a 70-30 pot. You have an active wallet, which is where the 70% goes to, and you got 30% that will go to your passive wallet. So imagine you made $10,000 in 1 month in commissions. $7,000 will be available for you to withdraw the funds. 30% will go into a passive wallet. Now, what happens is every month you will earn 10% of the 30%. So in this example, it's $3,000, and you will earn this for 13 months straight, allowing you to not only make your 30% back, but to make an additional 30% on that amount. So instead of you receiving $3,000, you would have received $3,900, ladies and gents. Now, payments and withdrawals is very straightforward. Withdrawal fee is 5%, and the withdrawal processing time takes up to 48 hours. Okay, I've been involved where I've done a withdrawal. It's taken an hour, it's taken a day, sometimes it's taken a day and a half, sometimes it's taken 2 days, but ultimately it's within that 48-hour period. Now, before I go into the ranks and rewards of this amazing opportunity, we do have a few new updates on this, and I do want to run this by you guys first. You will be the first people hearing this, so brace yourself. Give me 1 second, and I will share this information with you guys. Okay, so let me share my screen once again. Okay, so the leadership rank criteria and rewards. This is an announcement that is going to be made right now. You guys are the first to hear it, so consider yourselves very, very lucky and very fortunate. So from my understanding, this works exactly the same way it has done before. So number one, account must have a personal active package. Of course, you need to be active within Validus in order to earn and hold any ranking position. You must have one directly sponsored active account on the left of their network tree and one on the right-hand side, something we already know. Account must meet the minimal volume required, of course, for the position, which I'm going to run through with you guys now. An account must meet structure requirements. Yes, once again, we know this. Jade is the first leadership rank. It has no structure requirements. The volume required is $5,000 on the left and $5,000 on the right. Okay, so that's the position of a Jade. Now, a Sapphire position, you need to have $20,000 on the left, $20,000 on the right, billing volume, and you'll be rewarded with an Apple Watch. Okay, something we're already fully aware of. The position as a Ruby is $80,000 on the left and $80,000 on the right, and you'll be rewarded with an iPhone 13 or $700, your choice. Position after that, which is the latest update that we have here, is the Emerald position, $250,000 on each side, along with a Ruby on the left and a Ruby on the right. You're an Emerald, you'll be rewarded with a MacBook Pro or a $1,500 amount of money. Position after that is the position of a Diamond. Sorry, it's $750,000 on the left, $750,000 on the right, and you'll be rewarded with a VIP retreat. Now, you need to also have one Emerald on the right-hand side and one Emerald on the left-hand side for you to achieve the position of a Diamond. Ladies and gents, let me just share some insight with you on the VIP retreat. I came from the Malta VIP retreat not long ago for the position of Emerald at the time, and we had an absolutely breathtaking time. It was epic, and we had a discussion there where they were talking about moving the retreat to the diamond position, simply because they wanted to go out a little bit harder and do a lot more for each and every single person. So for anyone that does hit the position of diamond, I can assure you that this retreat will be absolutely mind-blowing. Let's keep moving forward. The position after diamond is the position of a blue diamond. This is once you've got 2 million on the left-hand side, 2 million on the right-hand side, and you'll be rewarded with a diamond ring. Once again, you need to have a structure of 3 diamonds, at least 2 in one side and 1 on the other, for you to become a blue diamond. Once again, this diamond ring will be is worth approximately $20,000. It's a very, very unique ring, and it is a diamond ring ultimately, ladies and gents. The position after that is the position of a black diamond. It's once you've got 4 million billing volume on each side, along with 3 blue diamonds below you. You'll be rewarded with a Rolex watch. Once again, this won't be any Rolex watch. The approximate estimated value of this Rolex watch is around $40,000, just so you guys are fully aware. And then lastly, ladies and gents, is the position of a crown diamond. It's 8 million on each side, along with 3 black diamonds within your business. At that point, you'll be rewarded with the Lamborghini Hurricane. So, ladies and gents, that is the same as prior. At the moment, as you guys are fully aware, we have around 5 or 6 blue diamonds within the company. We don't have anyone that is a black diamond yet or anyone that is a crown diamond yet. It is very much so open to each and every single one of you to be able to go for that position. Ultimately, ladies and gents, I want to say to you guys that we are in a absolutely historical moment in network marketing. We're a part of a company that is allowing us to earn money, whether we like it or not, each and every single week, whether we do anything or not. And that loyalty program is definitely something that, you know, is unlike any other company that I've ever come across ever. So, ladies and gents, if you are seeing this for the first time, go back to the person that got you onto this call. Let them know that you'd like to get started. Let them know that you'd like to obviously maybe learn how to trade, but ultimately let them know that you'd like to make some more money. And on that note, ladies and gents, I want to thank you all so much for your time. This call will be happening this time next week, same time, same link. We'll be doing another trading training, and we will also be doing another overview. So please mention this to your friends. On that note, guys, God bless you all so much. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.